Right. It's like that's.
I'm
just
just
not,
saying,
yeah,
y'all brought it up.
yeah.
I'm just saying
That's a
it-
voluntary
Yeah.
action.
As
for the
my
most part.
as
Like,
my
you're in
accountability.
agreement.
If I get duped in being a brother husband, kill me.
Why you can't just leave?
Right.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, just leave.
You ain't even think about
But
that.
no.
did you?
No. If I get duped, I can leave. If I'm in my right mind, I leave. But if I get duped,
How you gonna get duped?
Shaka might have some mean game, bruh. She might, the way it's set up is I'm gonna need 2 husbands right now, and you doing your part, he gonna do his part. What's gonna happen is you're not gonna have to do as much as your part as you used to, so it's gonna be a little bit relaxing on you. And you know what? I'm doing this because I love you.
Sign me
That
up.
sounds like a sweet deal. I was about to say, if you position it like
Sign
that,
me up.
if it's positioned like that, that
Y'all
sounds like a
just
sweet deal.
got duped. Y'all brother husbands.
We ain't duped.
Y'all just got
Ain't nobody
duped.
We ain't
duped.
duped.
I'm just saying.
Yo, welcome to the cave with Mel, Troy, and Lace. The podcast where men can have a safe space. We on all platforms. You need to tune in, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Welcome to Melody, the podcast where men can have a safe space. Welcome to Melody. Welcome to the cave with Mel, Troy, and Lace.
All right, welcome to the Manly D's podcast. It's your boy, Life Coach Lace, a.k.a. Sundress Connoisseur, a.k.a. Old Mac from way back. That's
Old
matter
Mac
of
from
fact.
way
Let's
back.
get it. Welcome to the podcast,
Let's get
fellas.
it.
Welcome to the podcast.
Well, we went out of order
It
now,
don't
so I
matter,
don't know
man.
who
We
next.
all, it's all good. Go ahead, man. It's on you, boy.
It's your boy T. Roy, a.k.a. Mr. Good Deeds, a.k.a. holla at your boy Troy.
Okay.
Because I got that hope on sale, 2 for 1.
Let's
I'm
go.
your neighborhood hope dealer.
Let's
out
go.
Here. Holla at me.
Let's go. Hey, you know what it is? Round 2. I did it last week. I'm back at it today, man. You know what's going on. It's your boy Melly Mel, a.k.a. Melly Badass, a.k.a. Meek Mel, a.k.a. your
Hey,
favorite
you gotta
truth
stop
teller,
with that. I'ma stop
a.k.a.
you right now.
a.k.a. if you don't want to know, don't ask me. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. I only did that because y'all was frying me up about it. I just ain't like y'all. I didn't like y'all intro being,
trash.
harder
Shit,
than mine.
word above it.
a.k.a. Black
Trash.
Male. A.k.a. Black Male.
a.k.a. Black Mel.
You are all black everything. And I literally said before we started, don't be wearing all black.
It's the only color I have.
Literally told you.
Only color.
Hey, bro, you could ask the audience, but you could also check for yourself and go back and look at every YouTube video we've ever posted. Go back and watch it. There's 63 episodes, or 64, however many we on right now. Almost every episode all I have on is black. It's the only color that I have in my closet for the most part.
Why?
Because it's my favorite color.
Exactly. Mine as well.
Why do I need to wear another color?
You know, actually, that's true. I forgot which millionaire, cajillionaire actually started doing that. They only have black T-shirts, the exact same black T-shirt, the exact same jeans, the exact same shoes in their closet because it's supposed to help cut down on the like the brain like how much you put into. If we put a lot of effort in the beginning of our day, what do we have left to put in for the rest of the day? You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't have to worry about my clothing. I already got my clothes laid out. I mean, my outfit's already picked for
chose,
me.
yeah.
And actually, that's what I want to do too. And as y'all journey,
Don't
with
wear
me,
the same thing every day,
Listen,
If you want to be a minimalist, go ahead. Bro.
Right.
yeah. But as y'all journey, like maybe cutting back on the colors. Like I got a whole gang of colors. Like I only have been wearing white, gray, and black is because I hang out with y'all. Okay, so that's I'm just trying to keep the same energy.
Hey, it could also have to do with the being in the DMV, because in the DMV, most of the clothes are black, gray, and white. Like black, base, gray, and white.
Oh,
So
I
I
never thought
grew
about
up
that.
wearing those colors for the most part, in general. But then I just always gravitated to black.
You
anyway.
can never go wrong with black.
Can't go wrong with black.
you
It's
never
safe,
go
bro.
wrong with
You
black.
can eat, spill food on it. Don't nobody know.
You know
You
what I
can
mean?
just drop something on it. Hey, you look slimmer. They say when you wear black. You know, it's just a good color. I look good in black anyway. You know, I'm just.
Well,
putting
he
that out
might say that about himself. I look good in any color, but I prefer to wear black.
there. Hey,
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I got a fluorescent yellow at the crib that I've been trying to break out.
Don't do that. I'm gonna tell you right now, leave it where it's at. Don't do that.
Break it out, Troy. Don't listen to
I
Lace.
got a highlighter yellow at the crib.
Don't do that. Matter of fact, do it. Do it.
I mainly bought it. It's one of those was God is good joints.
God is dope.
God is dope. Yeah, it's one of those God is dope joints. And I got it because of that. But then I was like, oh, I just need to wear this when I go walking, so I don't
bro,
get hit by a
I hate how
car.
phony niggas are, bro. The people that run God is dope ain't Christian at all, bro.
Oh, for real?
No,
No.
nigga, they just some street niggas
Yeah.
that know how to
Market.
sell T-shirts. Y'all be fake loving God, buying God is dope shirts. Nigga wear God is dope shirts in the club, bro. Come on,
I mean,
bro.
just
What
because you're
y'all
in the
be
club
on,
don't
man?
mean he not dope.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
So the owners of it don't even believe.
Nigga, no. I mean, he might. I'm not. Let me not say. I don't know if he got baptized in private, nothing like that. I'm just saying they not like. It's not a religious organization, and a lot of
yeah,
people
sure,
are buying
I mean,
it because they initially thought that for the most
Right.
part. But then the rest of the fakes just be God is trendy. God trendy when
Oh
it,
yeah,
you know,
you can just like anything.
when
you
it's
can tell
jumping.
God.
You know what's also trending right now? Satan is.
Really?
Not even trying to be funny. Not even trying to be funny.
I have no
But
context.
there have been a lot of artists that have literally been saying like, I'm on demon mode. I'm in my Satan bag right now. Lil Uzi Vert's been one of the ones leading the chart. I heard Sam. It's not Sam Beck, is it?
Sam.
One of them singing cats. They up on it. Of course, Illuminati thing was a whole really big. And the reason why people are putting this in their music now, we also know Lil Nas X. He really big on that.
Don't
But-
listen to him.
Okay, right. But anyway, a lot of artists today are putting a lot of satanic stuff into their music because it's automatic marketing tool.
Yeah.
The moment that you put that in there, here come the Christian barrage saying, oh, this is demonic. Don't listen to this. And then what they really doing, what they don't realize is they telling people go listen to it.
Right.
to go hear what they talking about. So that's actually like a really big thing right now.
Yeah.
I'm a pass.
Yeah, I mean every artist that you named,
I'm a pass on the
I haven't listened to any.
Satanism on the Satanism.
I'm good on
I'll
that.
pass.
But I mean, a lot of cats have been on. I'm on this demon. I'm on this. What is it? What are they saying?
Depends on the
Demon time?
context.
Demon time.
Depends
yeah.
on the context of what we talking about.
Exactly, because if we
Okay,
talk about
if
some yams,
then I'm on demon
I'm
time.
on demon.
Okay.
If we talk
If
about
we
what?
not talking about that,
Oh my god.
if we talking about the bedroom, I'm on demon time. Okay. If we talking about cakes and yams and all
that
that,
is supposed to be
Demon time, bro.
holy, sanctified, undefiled.
exactly. That's
place.
why I know I could be on demon time.
Why
Right.
you gotta be on demon time though? Why can't you be on angel time?
because that don't
sound
right.
good. That don't even sound fun.
I'll pass.
Probably because of the messaging. Angels are seen as goody two shoes, not gonna really step outside the
And
lines.
what-
go
and
outside
what
the-
I'ma do
And what
to
I
you?
exactly.
What
I'm
I'ma
trying
do-
to step outside the lines when I'm in there. I don't want
Now
to be
listen.
all conservative.
I ain't studied angels too deep, but the ones I've studied in the scriptures, they be killing niggas now. They be killing it. They be
But
slaying.
we know you literally.
So we
Troy.
slaying. You know,
we
what I'm
speaking
saying?
to people who I crack it open once a week. You know what I'm saying? The Bible, that is, once a week. Whereas, you know what I mean, you study to show yourself
Self-approved.
approved.
I got to. I got to.
I just got
Get
it on
you a
my
study
app.
Bible.
Niggas ain't reading their Bibles.
I know they
nowadays,
don't.
bro.
Nah.
And they got the Bible app.
Yeah.
It's
Niggas-
convenient. They get that
Notification,
the
please pray
daily
today.
verse. The
Yeah.
daily verse pop up. They feel like they feel the tape.
Yeah.
They good.
Let me tell you why I say that. This just recently happened. I got a friend who's in a position that where when he gets in trouble, it's on the news, right? He got in trouble, and a so-called
What
Christian.
kind of trouble?
I don't want to specify.
Got you. Okay.
But it's not one of the sense of a cancellation type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's why I was
say
asking.
It's not a cancellation type thing. But what happened was another supposed Christian found that article that came out about him, posted it, and was like, "Here's a fake Christian. We know he doesn't follow the Bible." And I kindly got my Twitter fingers ready. I got my Twitter, and I fired off 5 straight messages. 5 straight messages. The very first one, I was like, I see you chose to throw the first stone today. I see you throw.
Not biblical sarcasm.
Not biblical.
So this your people that you.
I'm standing up for my people.
Okay.
Because somebody putting them on blast as if he's the putting him on blast and he's supposed to be a fellow Christian. All right. So then I gotta pull out some scripture. You know what I'm saying? I was like, so what do you how do you break down Galatians chapter 6 verse 1 where it says something along the lines of don't beat up your brother when he falls into a transgression, but come to him and aid of him. How do you break that down? Next post. And how would you apply that to this situation? Last post. Well, not the last. I actually had 5 posts. I forgot what the other one was. But this one was, I said, you know what, Mr. Gabe, that's his name, Mr. Gabe. I hope.
I'm gonna bring it out.
I'm gonna bring it in. Mr. Gabe, I really hope that you never fall into sin. However, if you do, my prayer is that God's grace will cover you and that the saints will come to your aid. In Jesus' name, amen. 5 seconds after I posted that, he took the whole post down. You're not coming for my people, bro. Especially if you proclaiming to be a believer. You not finna do that. You not finna do that.
That is a soldier boy,
I'm
for
a
real.
soldier.
You're daggone right. And
he is a soldier.
And you know, this is one of few times. I'm not sure about y'all, but like coming up, they used to have this phrase, you know, you my ride or die. Well, hold on, what we riding for? Okay, that's my first question. What we riding for? Because sometimes y'all riding to die, and I'm not going to do that. Okay, but this my ride or die though, and this is a situation in which it's like, hey, it's an unfortunate misunderstanding that came about, but you're not finna do my boy like that. And this is like one of few times in my life that I can recall that I stepped in and I was like, nah, you're not finna do my people's.
I feel that. Respect.
So did you talk to your boy about his transgression and how he felt?
I have not just yet, because I didn't know. I don't know if I'm going to make the situation worse. You know what I'm saying? It's because it's like an embarrassment type of piece. It's like, oh, even, you know, people not around me know about it. You know what I'm saying? And so I do know people in that circle that can be able to address and be able to stuff like that. And so I know he's going to be well taken care of within that realm. So
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Hopefully he bounces back appropriately.
My prayer, I hope that I can fellowship with him eventually, that I could be like, hey man, I got your back. You know what I'm saying? Because you want your brother to know. And maybe I need to just go ahead and do that and just say, hey man, I got your back. I don't know what you're going through, but
you know what he's going through.
Yeah, I know what he's going
You
through.
do know what he's going through. So
You just
say
feel
it.
it out there. Know what you know. You're dealing with some
I know you
things.
do.
Just know I got your back.
Yeah. Just put it out there.
That's all you gotta do.
Why you got to dance around it though?
Don't dance around it.
What makes you want to dance around it? I guess you feel like he'll be embarrassed or something like that, and that's
The
why you want to
embarrassment
kind of
piece.
like. But
he's already embarrassed.
yeah, I
I'm
know.
sure.
But sometimes
That's
isn't a little bit of embarrassment necessary for us to course correct though?
Yeah.
Like sometimes if you get embarrassed enough, or if the embarrassment is enough for you, to be like, I don't want to feel that again.
Right.
Like, I don't want to know what that feels like again. So
Yeah.
maybe sometimes, you know, especially as men, maybe we need to be embarrassed a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In order to, you know, get right or whatever. But
Make an
you know,
embarrassment out of
if he
you.
Make
really
an
like that, you know, he probably, no matter how you approach it, if y'all tapped in like you say, he might have a sense of embarrassment anyway, just because of how close y'all are. So I say don't even like play around with it. Just
get
you
to
know,
it.
Just
no,
get straight
just
to it.
Get straight to
Yeah.
it.
You
That's
tricking
really
up the
good.
money.
Just get straight to it.
Tricking up the money. Tighten up, my
I'm not
nigga.
going to tell him he's tricking up the money.
Tighten
Lace.
up, my nigga.
But tighten up for
Hey,
real.
for real. Sometimes you gotta come to your man like that. Be like, hey,
Yeah.
nigga, hey, nigga.
You on some other stuff
gotta get
now.
right, nigga.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, hey,
Tighten up.
you messing up the church money.
Hey.
But you know what? For real, that's actually how I would want someone to come to me
yeah.
and be like, hey, bro. And we have a conversation. I would like to hope that I am, and I hope that I put off this perception to other people, that I am mature enough to handle a tough conversation about myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't ever want to come off as being forever defensive that I can't be course corrected. I think you said it really well, course corrected.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me. You know, get to it. I'd rather you tell me, You know what I'm saying? Instead of dancing around it. I think that would piss me off the most.
Right.
Because you insinuating or you getting. I'm like, if you know, just
say it.
whatever.
Yeah, just say it.
Let's
Talk about it. I done already done it. If it's something that I done, like I done already done it. You know what I'm saying? People know whatever. So I'm just like, man, just go ahead and get to it. I probably already know anyway what you gonna say, depending on who it is.
Chop
And
chop.
I'd be like, all right,
What
man,
you got?
come on.
What
All
you
right,
got?
you right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you right, whatever.
Taking responsibility is by far one of the things that as I'm maturing, is it'll save you a whole slew of time.
Absolutely.
If I take responsibility for my issue, like for instance, if something happened at work or something happened at home, if I just go, yeah, I did it. That's on me. My bad. Versus trying to explain, well, the way that the sun and the retrograde was happening with the aligning of the stars, that's the reason why this situation. And in actuality,
I ain't have no daddy.
I ain't got no dad. So let's blame it on Wesley Spencer. Okay, not me.
That's real.
Yeah, it's necessary to take responsibility.
Hey,
Man.
take ownership. Like to you say, we'll save your life. And me, I just, like I said, I like to get straight to it. Number one, because I ain't gonna let nobody tell on me. I'll tell on myself before I let somebody.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Tell on me. Not saying that it's gonna free you up, because I used to have a misunderstanding of that phrase where people be like, the truth shall set you free, and you thinking like, hey, I'm gonna tell the truth, and that's gonna get me off the hook.
Oh,
or
yeah,
I'm not gonna receive this punishment or nothing like that. And that is not true at all. At all, nigga. You could tell the truth and put yourself in prison because you told the truth.
Fact.
So it's just like, but for me, after the truth is told, or after you take ownership for it, what can anybody say to you? Really? You know what I'm saying? Other than it's over with. Because most of the time, the fear is that somebody's gonna hold something over you.
Right.
They're gonna hold it over your head. They're gonna blackmail you with it or whatever. Or it's your secret that you don't want nobody to know. Just tell it. Just tell
put
the
it out
secret. Get it over with. And then what weapon is there that someone can use against you? I don't want you to have no weapon. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I'm not gonna give you no weapons to use. You know what I'm saying, against me. So I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, I'm a hide from it or whatever. You know what I'm saying, or anything like that. So I'm like, look, I tell them myself. So and plus I'm bad at lying anyway. So
I feel that.
Big.
I started lying. My eyebrows started twitching and everything. I gave up on that long
Nigga
time
start
ago. I'd be
stuttering,
like, hey,
saying
I'm
words
just
that you
tell the
don't ever
truth, yo.
say.
I'm gonna just tell the truth. Tell the truth. Get it over with. Take ownership, bro.
Unbeknownst to everybody here, I can lie.
No, you can't.
You can't.
No, you can't.
You tried
y'all
twice
talking,
this week.
Y'all talking about the text messages I sent. That was, we can read through them. Okay. We can read through them. We know, first of all, I wasn't going to be at the studio before y'all. We knew that. So when I said I was already there, that's a lie. And so we already knew that. But I, growing up, told countless lies.
What would you lie about?
But don't most kids lie?
Countless lies. But here's the thing. Yes, most kids do lie. But my lies made sense. And they were believable because it'd be a little outlandish with a little bit of like, okay, I feel you on that, but it wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? Case in point. So I'm going through this tour with my grandmother of revisiting life instances, in my life. And I'm revealing some of the things that was going on. And she was like, Troy, I never even knew that. It's like, yeah, I told you this, but this is what really happened. Case in point, me and my cousin, we in the crib. We probably about 16, 17 years old. I don't know what made us think this. We couldn't go outside because everybody was outside at a cookout at the house. So we couldn't go outside to smoke our blunt. So we was like, let's smoke it in the house, right? On the other side of the basement so that it won't get anywhere. And like the exposed...
Not smart.
Not smart at all. Not smart at all. Like the exposed pink stuff that is insulation?
Right.
We was like, the insulation gonna take it all, so it, we ain't gotta worry about it getting in the house. Well, we smoked the dubiest of all doobies, okay? Grandma comes to the crib.
He already geeked.
Grandma come to the crib. She's like, Troy, why the house smell like this? I was like, our cousins that staying upstairs, they might have lit a candle. They might have been it. She was like, okay. Came back 10 minutes later. Troy, this ain't no candle. It smelled like reefers in this house. Who's been smoking reefers? All right, Grandma. My cousin's like, hey man, what you going? I got this, bro. I got this. All right. So grandma, what happened is some girls came through, was chilling with us. They said they was thirsty. So we went upstairs and we got them something to drink and some snacks too, because we want to be good hosts. We came back downstairs. They was already blazing up. My grandma was like, well, you tell them girls I'm mad. My grandma don't cuss. She been sitting in the front, mid pew her whole life at church. She been, her ideal of being at church is like, I can't wait one day till I be church mother. Like, she's serious. Like, my grandma be there. I mean, she there for every Bible study, church conference, choir rehearsal, kids practice play, all that type of stuff. She tarries at the She don't cuss. She said, Troy, you get them girls on the phone, you tell them I'm mad. She walked away, came back. She said, no, you don't tell them I'm mad. You tell them I'm mad as hell. And notice the volume went from here to here. She's even though she wanted to express how mad she was, she still couldn't say hell very loud. I'm mad as hell. All right, grandma, I got you. Told grandma years later, she was like, that was y'all? I was like, yeah. She was like, you know what? I don't even remember. But my lie got me through that time in my life. And there's a whole bunch of other lies too. There's a whole bunch of other lies.
Christ. I'm gonna look at you differently after this story.
I don't know if it's Troy or the people that he lied to, because if they believe that bullshit,
you know what? A lot of them do involve my grandma.
Got you.
When I total wrecked my car when I was 17 years old, once again smoking weed, took a 4-hour trip off of 30 minutes of sleep and high as a kite on top of that. Woke up high. 4-hour recruiting trip, total wrecked my car, went into a ditch, almost hit some trees, brought it back over 2 lanes of highway, car tow up. They asked me what happened. I said, you see that tire right there? I looked quickly. See that tire right there? See how it's like messed up right there? It blew out. It blew out.
Right. I'm gonna take you out. And then I'm gonna bring you in.
Not even realizing we got a quarter ounce weed in the joint, man.
Golly.
I mean, and I'm at the game just toe up. Lies.
So how did that serve you, Troy? How did that
I feel sorry, bro. Like, I really feel like I'm like, not that I lied. I was trying to save my hide, right? I feel bad because I had to lie. Like, I was in a position, I put myself in positions and predicaments where I had to lie myself out of. And it's like, why don't I just live a life that I could just live freely? That's the reason why my Facebook wide open, my Instagram wide open. You can go see whatever you want to see. You want to see my phone? I hand you my phone right now. I want to live a life where I don't have to always have to give an explanation.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Because eventually it always comes back, bro. Somehow, some way. I remember one time I was, and this is early marriage too. And man, why are we talking about me so much right now?
You the one who keep telling all your skeletons, and you the one who keep pulling them out. We sit here being quiet,
listening.
We let you tell them all.
Oh my gosh, I'm
telling on yourself.
I'm telling on myself. I'm not gonna tell.
You want to keep going down this path?
No, I'm not.
All right. So what we talking about? What we talking about? Now we know T-Dot is a reformed liar.
A reformed liar. He been practicing it.
Liar.
I'm like, you want to keep going down this path, but telling all your business.
I don't. There are some stories I can't tell, but I can't think of them right now.
Like, I'm just saying, instead of feeling like you need to live a life where you don't have to lie, scheme, or plot, just be 100 about your stuff.
Yeah.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
that's it.
I am who I am. That's all that I am. Who said that? Popeye? I think that's, I am who I am. That's all that I am. Nigga, this me. Okay.
Right.
I just own it, bro. I own who I am.
That's a good point. So, if, like, for instance, Wiz Khalifa, Snoop Dogg.
Right.
Well-known weed heads. And they like, I'm unapologetically. And this, y'all just going to have to take me as I am.
And people do. And sometimes they want to partake in that activity with them because they hold
but
true
you
to it
also
so
have to
tightly.
think too, they're in a position where they can do that.
True.
Some
Facts.
people not in a position
Okay.
to
Get
do
into it,
that.
Lace.
You know what I'm
Get
saying?
into it,
So
Lace.
if your position ain't gonna afford you the piece of doing that,
Yeah.
you don't need to be doing
Yeah,
that.
come
You
on.
don't.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
So if you go smoke your little thing, do that in the garage somewhere and not drive or whatever the case may be. But don't be out here. Don't put yourself in a situation where you can be in the mix and get caught up on some dumb stuff.
Lose it all.
when
Right.
You ain't gotta, and that's
Yeah.
that's the key. Don't
on,
put yourself
bro.
in that
a
predicament.
lot of men nowadays feel like they want to have 3 and 4 women because they see.
Forget that.
They-
Women, you see these shows on TV,
Find a brother husband and stuff now.
God,
Wait. Find a brother husband.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a TV show called Find a Brother Husband.
What's that? What is that?
A woman with 2 husbands,
Yeah,
they trying to find
finding
another.
more.
That's not enough hoes for all that.
I don't think that's how that works. Troy. You the nigga that need to be watching the show. They making the show for you.
It's not enough hoes.
They live separate.
I don't think that's how that
Yeah, it's
relationship type works.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay? It's not what you think it is.
But that
Troy.
goes back to how we as a culture, we generally when we see stuff like that that's new to us,
It's the first thing you go to.
it's the first thing that we go to when it's really not like that.
Kill me if I'm a brother husband. Kill me.
Why?
I ain't finna shit.
Well, you
no.
wouldn't sign up for that. That's not.
I know, that's what I'm
something you
saying.
would sign
Why
up
would you
for.
be a brother husband?
Never.
You would not do that though. So that's why he asking, why would you say that?
Right. It's no like that's.
I'm
just
just
not,
saying
yeah,
y'all
that's
brought
not-
it up.
yeah.
I'm just saying
That's a
it.
voluntary
Yeah.
action.
As
for the
my-
most part.
as my
you're in
accountability.
agreement.
If
Right.
if I get duped in being a brother husband, kill me.
Why you can't just leave?
Right.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Just leave.
You ain't even think about that.
But
did
no.
you?
If I get duped, I can leave. If I'm in my right mind, I leave. But if I get duped,
How you gonna get duped?
Duped. Yeah, you gonna get duped.
Shaka might have some mean game, bruh. She might, the way it's set up is I'm gonna need 2 husbands right now, and you doing your part, he gonna do his part. What's gonna happen is you're not gonna have to do as much as your part as you used to, so it's gonna be a little bit relaxing on you. And you know what? I'm doing this because I love you.
Sign me up.
That sounds like a sweet deal. I was about to say, if you position it like that,
Sign me up.
if it's positioned like that, that
Y'all
sounds like
two
a sweet
niggas just
deal.
got duped. Y'all brother husbands.
We ain't duped.
Y'all just got
Ain't nobody
We
duped.
duped.
I'm just saying, if you kick it like that,
duped. You just got
if you
duped.
kick it like that, try to see what that
I
be
ain't
like.
trying to
I'm
be
just
no-
saying that's the way that it was presented. That sound like
Yeah,
it sound like a sweet deal.
Sound like 5-year low interest
It
rate.
sound
to
like
me.
a sweet deal.
It sound like a low interest rate to me.
I cannot do the brother husband thing. I'm already too territorial anyway. I'm too like
facts.
ain't no way in
Right,
hell.
right.
But also couldn't do the brother husband thing because if I'm ready and in the mood and ready to get my joint on, I'm not about to be waiting in line.
Right.
I'm not about to be just because you
You
and
ain't gonna
Tony.
wait in line for that ride.
Hell no, hell no.
Ride that I'm willing to wait
Exactly.
for.
Nope.
Okay.
Just because you and Tony did whatever y'all had going on, I ain't about to,
I feel
that's
that.
between you and
I just
him.
think it's
I'm
crazy
not
to
on that.
see on TV like how different. And it's not knocking different lifestyles, so people can live how they want to, but how that's more pronounced now in a lot of ways. And you see a lot more minorities on these shows living those kind of lifestyles. Of course,
These black people?
Oh yeah.
They
The
black.
majority,
It's a black
yeah.
woman and 2 black dudes.
No, but it's another couple on there too. That's another black
for real?
woman and multiple black partners or whatever. So it's very, like I said, it's very interesting from a cultural
I
standpoint
know I be watching
because it's
Seeking
just
Sister
different.
Wives. I watch
Yeah.
Seeking Sister Wives all the time.
So
That's
yeah,
one of my.
it's interesting.
And I only started watching it because I saw a black couple on there, and I didn't think black people was into that.
Yeah,
so
that's
that's
what
why I
I'm saying.
started watching
that's
it
why I
to
say
begin
it's
with.
interesting.
Oh, the Sister Wives joint? Oh, yeah.
So
I always thought that was for white people out in Utah.
Oh, yeah, they get it
I
in.
didn't know it was.
they get it in Utah.
We was out there like that.
It's the
Can't
new
drink in
wave.
Utah, but you can have as many.
But
of them
I
as you
do be
want.
watching that joint though. It's interesting. It's entertaining.
I don't understand. Like we followed. There's a Roku on TV show. I know I'm probably gonna get roasted for watching Roku TV shows called Thruples or something like that. And there's a couple on there who were dating each other. Then they introduced a woman into the relationship, and it's all good. Well, the 2 women became really good friends, and in a relationship, kicked the dude out. kick the dude out of a relationship. And when me and Shaka are watching this joint, and we're like, this ain't gonna work. This is not gonna work the whole time. Watching the episode, they really in love. This ain't gonna work. Next episode, they really in love. This ain't gonna work. Next episode, so he's not in the picture anymore because this just wasn't gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
So is that a preference? Do you think they was leaning more to their preference? Do you think that the girl really wanted to be with the dude, or she just kind of snuck her way in there to get closer to the?
They invited this girl. They sought this girl out.
No, but I'm talking about the girl that they sought out. Do you think that she
came
jumped
in
into
with
that
the plan to
relationship
take.
with the plan of taking?
I don't think she did. I think she came in with the plan to have fun and stuff like that. And here's one thing, because another couple actually just came out and admitted that they're in this relationship, and they were like, we're in a relationship, we're in a committed relationship, me and my wife, but we got friends that we like to enjoy and stuff like that. And this is my way of loving my wife. But what we are telling the people that we are partners with, we're telling them, hey, just let you know, you ain't my main. This is my main. So if we don't work out, that's fine, because I need to make sure this work out. And when you hear that, you like, oh yeah, those are good boundaries to set up, stuff like that. But what you don't realize what you're saying when you say that is it's okay to use other people for the sake of my fun. It's okay for me to have you around just to please me and my pleasures, but the moment I'm done with you or this doesn't work out, I can easily give you away. Who wants to be that person that is exposed? Like,
I could think of probably about 35 off top that would not have an issue with that. But hey, I feel it from a whole.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on what you. It depends on what you're looking for.
At least 40 off top.
Who you are, and what you're looking for. Again, it's the presentation. It sounds like a sweet deal.
Hey,
you know what the real struggle is, Troy? Your wholesome brain won't allow you to move to be in that space, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
That's it.
What I'm saying, but listen to me.
I get it.
We
think
that they
being
no.
used.
Listen.
So let me ask you this. Have you ever been in a relationship, situationship, whatever, before you matured or whatever the case may be, where you knew that's what it was and you just enjoyed yourself?
Actually, yeah. I was.
Okay then. So it's the same thing.
Exactly.
But the problem is that I was gonna be territorial. I got my foot in the door. Okay, my foot in the door. You can still be with your mans, but eventually I'm taking over this whole.
See,
territory.
but that's your mindset around
Ulterior motive.
Right. You coming in with a.
You already knew that's what you wanted to do.
Right.
You just took this as the gateway to get into. It was a crack in the door. You was like, appreciate the crack.
Right.
In the door.
Right.
But you had an end goal the whole time. You knew what you were trying
Bro,
to do.
I totally forgot about that. That
Yes,
definitely
that's the
happened.
problem. Unbalanced.
That was 10th grade.
Unbalanced.
That works perfectly if you are someone who's like, I don't care to go through the crack door. I'm perfectly fine where I am.
Right.
If you one of those people, which there are quite a few who are, perfectly fine with that, it works. And nobody's being used. Everyone feels like they're getting what they want from it.
I was in 10th grade, and
20 years later,
I'm like, nigga, you was stupid. And I put myself in a predicament of where I could be disposable. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Sure.
Like, you could easily be
But
thrown
everybody's
away.
disposable.
That is true.
not.
No, that is true.
Why you say not?
No, depending on who you are. Everybody ain't disposable.
Oh, everybody's
not disposable.
Yeah.
Depending on the situation, depending on the situation, what you bring, what you offer, everybody's not disposable.
No, what you bring, what you offer may make you harder to be disposed of, but anybody can walk away from anything. Period. They may choose not to because of what you present and what you bring to the table.
Indisposable.
But you still disposable.
If you feel like you can live without something, you'll leave it.
Big facts.
Absolutely.
Indisposable.
Yeah.
No,
If
you
I don't
still,
think that,
indisposable.
that's
Wait.
exactly you heard me. I said it right.
no, repeat
I
that.
said it right. I'm telling you. If you feel like you can live without it, you'll leave it alone.
No.
If you feel like you can live without it, you'll leave it alone.
Not necessarily.
You'll dispose of it.
I still may explore it and then leave it.
If you feel like you can live without it,
I can live without a lot, but that don't mean I'm not going to explore
you'll
it.
dispose it.
Nah.
Indisposable. I'm indisposable.
No, disposable. Oh, to be indisposable is to not be thrown away.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yes, we're all disposable.
Not
You may think that for you, but
How
we're
you
all
gonna,
disposable.
first of all, how you gonna tell us
Right.
that everything is disposable and then you indisposable?
I didn't say everything is disposable. He said it is.
Everything is disposable.
He said everything and everybody
Everything
is
is
disposable. I
disposable.
said they not. Depending on who you
Give
are,
me an
what
example.
you bring, and this and that. Whatever.
Give me an example. What is not indisposable?
Me. Look, okay.
I love
Let
the
me say
confidence. I love the confidence.
Depending on the reason why I say independent on the environment. He's saying
Absolutely.
If I'm indisposable or if I'm disposable, if the opportunity presented itself or if that was the belief, it would just be done.
Not
It
necessarily.
wouldn't be a thought of
That's
let me sit around, think about it, let me explore it, let me whatever.
No,
I'll
it's
use
not-
it
that's
so I
not-
feel
that's
like
not
I
my
can use
point.
it. You can get to a point where you're irreplaceable, where it
No.
would be too much work to replace you, so no one replaces you.
That's
I'll
not
use
true.
it.
That's not true.
I'm telling you it's true.
It's
Just
not,
because
though.
you don't want to accept it is true. I'll put it in a term that you can understand. Work environment, Mr. HR. You have an employee who wants to get promoted.
Sure.
They're working their ass off to get promoted.
Absolutely.
They're amazing at their job.
Okay.
But they're not getting promoted because they're amazing at their job. If I move this person from this spot, who the hell is going to fill that spot? They're too
I
good
can
to
find
be
somebody.
here.
I can find somebody. For
They're
that.
too
I can find
Probably
they're
somebody.
too
cheaper
for
good
that.
for
Probably
me here.
cheaper.
No, come on, bro. No.
I can find somebody
if
to
you
fill that
if
spot.
you're someone who's looking to build a team, okay, I'll do it even this way to make it even more simple for this nigga because he
Why he
okay,
come at me? Because he want to be indisposable. Why
I'm
you
telling you,
coming
there are
at
certain
me?
situations where someone is indisposable.
Some
People
people
can
are
be indisposable.
indisposable. Yeah.
Lamar Jackson. The
Okay.
situation with Lamar Jackson. Could they have found another quarterback somewhere?
Absolutely,
Yes.
and they should
Is
have.
he disposable?
Yes,
Why didn't they dispose of his ass?
because they wanted to.
Why did they not dispose of him?
Because they need them.
They
They
tried
could have got
to,
a
though.
cheaper quarterback.
They tried.
No,
to.
they didn't. They
Yes,
didn't really
did.
want to get rid of him.
They may not have
They
really
didn't.
wanted to.
They didn't want not. They did not
may
want
not
to
have
get
really
rid of him.
wanted to, but they would have, from a business standpoint, if they deemed
If
it
they
necessary.
were going to do that, Lace, they would have, and they did not do
But
that.
you're looking at a short. You're looking at a short time frame. It took them 28 months to get this man's contract done.
Because why would someone work 28 months for something that's disposable? That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What I'm saying
He's
is,
indisposable. It would be useless to get rid of this nigga.
well, you're looking at it from a different standpoint because he only has a certain amount of time that he's going to be playing at this level. Essentially, they will dispose of him and move on. We've seen it with countless amounts of athletes. Hell, look at Michael Jordan, the GOAT. He was disposable. He had to go play for the Wizards. He was
When he was
disposable.
older.
Washed though. He was washed.
Regardless, though, if you're indisposable, they not gonna get rid of you, even if you are washed. What I'm saying.
I will say this: people, while I do believe people are disposable, I like the confidence in saying
You can be
I'm
indisposable.
I had this conversation with my wife. I talk about her a lot on this podcast because she be listening. So listen to this. I had a conversation with her once. I was like, I can't leave you. She was like, why? I was like, who are you gonna find better than me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm indisposable. You could leave me, but you're just gonna be miserable, and I don't want you to be miserable. I love you too much to be miserable. So we gonna just be miserable together.
So how long did it take her to get off the floor from laughing?
Cause you know she died laughing after hearing that. She died laughing after hearing that. But no, I do feel you on that.
What makes
though.
people disposable, Lace?
Any and
What makes
everything.
everybody any and everybody?
Because
disposable?
again,
It is an option.
For one, it's an option. People are fickle, and if you're looking for something different, you can easily go out and find it. The reason why most people feel as though they're indisposable is because they've gotten comfortable, or the other individual may not be seeking something different. So if you want different, you can find different. Period. So anybody's disposable, but you can say that one is indisposable just because of the things that they offer or the time, et cetera, that you put into a situation. But everybody's disposable if you really want it to be.
Value makes people and things indisposable. And whether you
Depending on how you quantify value.
whether if you're one of those people who have a wandering eye, and I'm just saying you because we talking about it, if you one of those people who have a wandering eye where you think that you can get better somewhere else, just because that what you think don't mean that I'm indisposable.
But
You
to
could
that,
take that
to
thought
me,
process
in that
that
example,
you have and
right.
feel like I'm disposable.
Right.
You might think I'm disposable. You carry your ass out there
Right.
and find out that you can't replace what you left at the crib.
Sure.
It's not as easy to find as you putting out here. It's not as easy to find. And then you like, damn, I probably should have stayed where I was at. I probably should have.
But that's it. But you
'cause
still
it was
got disposed of.
No, it's not. I didn't get disposed of.
No,
You
to
did.
me, you
You
did.
did get disposed.
You did get disposed.
but you were indisposable. That's
I'm indisposable.
That is a paradox right there. You did get disposed.
You did. You got disposed.
But I'm indisposable because you can't replace it.
That
You trying to
is
find
a-
it somewhere else.
And I understand that. I get your point.
So it's I'm indisposable.
No, the aura of you may be
Come
indisposable.
on, bro.
The aura of you may be indisposable.
Okay.
But you were physically disposed of.
You were
If you
disposed
say
of.
so.
That's just what it
So
is.
it's a paradox.
Yeah.
But it works.
I'm just saying a person can be indisposable.
Okay.
People and things can be indisposable.
They
depending on
shouldn't have
value.
been disposed of.
Right, because we can all reflect back and say, I should have done this. Yeah, I mean, or this person, this, that, and the third gave me that feeling. They brought this to my life, whatever. But they ain't here now, so they got disposed of.
Okay.
Yeah. That's an interesting paradox. So we need to analyze the people that we with. Is this somebody that I'm with that I'm going to be worse off if I dispose of them? If yes, then stick with them. Even though they disposable.
But they're not disposable
If
because
yes.
you would be worse off without it.
Even though they
that's
are
the part that
disposable.
y'all
What I'm saying
missing,
is,
bro.
no,
if you're
what-
gonna be worse off without it, if you're gonna be less, if your life or quality of life is gonna drop from moving on or getting rid of whatever it is, I'm not talking about just people, anything. If you're taking this thing away and you know something about you is gonna change, your quality is gonna go down in some type of way, it's not disposable, bro. It's indisposable. Things that are useful, not wasteful, but if they're useless, then it's disposable. If it has no use, it's disposable. If there's value to it and it's useful, it's indisposable. It's gonna lower your quality.
There's a lot of things with value that are useless to me. So what I'm saying is you have to know what is useful to you, and that still may not be. It may be valuable, but not bring you value. And that's the point that you're missing. It can be valuable, but it may not bring you value.
It may
So
not
it's
bring
disposable.
you value. I think it's a paradox that both things. It's not a either or. It's a
Both and. It's a both and.
I don't know you was gonna say that.
It's a both and.
It's a both and. Because two things can be true at the same time.
Absolutely.
Two things can't be true at the same time.
Just because it's valuable don't mean that it bring you value.
I'm saying to you, we making it personal.
It may not bring you value.
We making it personal. You talking about from your lens though.
And you
we
talking about from
I'm
yours.
saying, and I know that's what I'm saying. If we talking about valuable, if it's valuable, that's why I said if your quality of life is gonna change by getting rid of it, it's indisposable. If it's valuable,
But
for
what
the
aspect of your
negative.
quality of
for
life?
the negative,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
For the
uh-huh.
negative.
But what if it changed for the positive?
Then it's useless. That's what I said. If it's useless, it's disposable.
Right. So it goes back to my point. Only you would know that if it's disposable or, in your words, indisposable, because I'm placing what I think the value of a thing is: person, place, or thing. If it's not bringing me any value, it's disposable.
Okay.
I always
If that's
win.
the lens you want to use.
I always win.
I just it's a both thing. It's a both thing. Because I mean both points make sense.
No, I get his point, but his point is based off of a value that is more so positive. If you're bringing this to
Right.
Yeah.
the atmosphere, the ethos, etc., and I can benefit from that,
Ethos.
then that is indisposable.
Exactly.
Yes.
But if it is not, but I'm the only individual who can say this brings me value or does not. So if it does not, or even if it does, I just don't have a use for it anymore, it's disposable. Because there's certain things that we have all had that brought us value that we don't use anymore, or that would bring us no value today. Hell, my George Foreman grill brought me a lot of value in college. I wouldn't use it today.
Why
It's
you won't use it
disposable.
today?
Because I've moved on to bigger and better. It still works. It's still a valuable item. Just have no use for it.
Yeah.
That's my point. Disposable.
So when does something become disposable to you?
When I think it needs to be tossed.
That's a good point. That's a good question.
When does something become deemed disposable?
When I think it needs to be tossed.
When it needs to be tossed.
Something to think on.
If it costs more energy to keep this thing, then I need to be careful.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
need to
Because
really
I'm
be careful.
You might as well say it.
I need to be really careful. If it cost me more energy to keep this thing, and I'm only talking about
Just say it. Stop trying to clean it up.
if it costs me more energy to keep this thing than it does to keep it, then it then becomes disposable.
Fact.
I'm specifically talking about drawers with holes in them. I'm talking about inanimate objects, not people.
You talking about people.
I'm not talking
This can be
about
applied to people.
It can be applied to people.
So it can
and
be
that goes
applied
back
to
to
people.
my point. Disposable. Just the facts, bro.
People
Just the facts.
and things can be disposable.
Yes.
Can be disposable.
That's a win.
I didn't say they couldn't.
can't.
I never said they couldn't. I said it is possible to be indisposable.
Yes, that is a win. But then the question is, but should they be disposed?
Yes, you just gave the premise. If it's costing you more time, energy to put into a thing than it is putting out, then why would you keep that around?
I'm talking about inanimate objects.
No, that can be applied to anything.
No one better take this episode and look at their significant other. We're like, you know what?
They gonna do that.
It takes me too
nobody's
much
doing
energy
that.
They
to
gonna
keep
do that.
you around.
But that's legit.
I'm getting
though.
rid of you.
That's legit.
They gonna do that, and people do that.
That's what I'm afraid of. I love having this podcast and then we get to talk trash and stuff. But I don't want people taking this and then looking at somebody like, you know what? I don't want you and I don't need you.
I mean, that's just what it is.
That's what they gonna do.
But don't
Especially if they walking around thinking everybody disposable.
It's just a fact.
If they walk around thinking everything is
just the
disposable,
facts. It's just
when
the
they feel
facts.
it's disposable,
listen. Work in your relationship.
It's amazing that Mel, what he say, Melly badass or whatever. It's amazing he has this take when one of his one-liners is there's a line to get on.
There's
this
a line to
ride.
ride this ride.
So if there's a line to ride this ride, wouldn't that mean that someone or something is disposable?
I'm not gonna say that it's disposable. I
How?
would not equate that to being
No.
disposable.
That's not.
I would
what
not
he's
equate
saying.
that
That's
to
not
being
what he's saying.
disposable.
How? Okay.
I would not equate that to being
How?
disposable.
Lex, I agree with you on everything else. I cannot agree with you. That's not saying that. I think that's what it's saying is
That is more of like
That's
sale
him-
ends today. The sale ends today. Hurry up and make your purchase. Hurry up and get to the store. Today's the last day for the sale. That's basically what a line to ride this ride means. Right. It's like if you don't want to take the opportunity, that's okay.
Right.
Just
Which
say
goes
that
back
that
to-
someone else has an opportunity. But I would say that's being
You're
disposable.
missing my point. You're missing my point. Because using that same scenario, there's a line to ride this ride. Sale ends today. You can take advantage of it or you cannot.
Right.
Because there are other people who wants it. And you can either get with it or not.
Right.
So essentially, you're giving the power to that person, place, or thing to dispose of you.
I don't call that a disposing.
It is, though, if they choose not to
it's a
go
passing
with.
up.
No, yes.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Mace,
okay.
no.
But to dispose of something is to have possession of it. So if I go to the Nike store and I see some shoes I want, but I can't get them right now, I'm passing up on an offer. But if I'm at home and I look at my Nikes that I already have and I don't want them no more and I get rid of them, that's disposing.
Okay.
Yes.
Y'all got it.
Exactly.
Y'all got it.
That was a good way to explain that.
I think that's
a good analogy.
Yeah.
That's your first good one of the day.
We'll go
I'm
with it.
glad. I like how you brought that back. Brought that
Took it
back
out,
at the brought
and
that
I'm
back
all
at the end.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what.
I would disagree. but
broken
all
clock
good.
is right 2 times. a day.
Everybody has something that they think could be disposable to them.
Absolutely.
I will agree
Person,
with you on
place, or
that.
thing.
The only point that I'm trying to make is that sometimes people and things can be indisposable because it's too valuable to me to get rid of.
Sure, I get the concept.
That's the only concept.
I get the
I
concept.
get
That's
the
all.
concept.
But Lace is like everything is disposable.
Everything is disposable though, but I
Well-
understand the concept.
And let me jump on the lace bandwagon real quick. Everything is disposable, and if I keep you, that shows you how much value I'm giving.
Right. Bingo.
Because I could easily get rid of you, but I choose not to because I see value in you. And even in that value, I realize I'm giving up some things. Talking about inanimate objects, by the way. Not talking about people.
You talking about people in
I'm talking about inanimate objects.
Inanimate objects don't have feelings, so you wouldn't have to explain that to an inanimate object.
I sometimes got to talk to these T-shirts that I used to have since back in high school.
It's cool.
I still got football jerseys from back in high school. You taking up space in my closet. I'm never wearing you, but I want to keep you,
Right.
because you bring me good memories. You know, you bring me good memories of the good old days, and so therefore I have value for you. So I'm gonna keep you around.
So, value, but disposable.
Value but disposable.
Just saying.
I like the fact that I'm able to talk about inanimate objects.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is.
I do need to clean out my closet though. I got football.
Sounds like it.
I got
Yeah, it
football. You
sounds
ain't
like
got
it.
no football T-shirts from back in the day?
Not from
I don't have nothing from back in the day.
What?
Back in the day.
You ain't got no baseball jerseys, no nothing?
No.
Yo.
I mean, I used to have a drawer of that stuff when I was younger, but as I got older,
Put away childish things.
it just made no sense.
Yeah.
First
for
of
me
all,
to keep it.
I
And then I probably couldn't even fit it.
because I had them as an adult.
I couldn't even fit it. So what would be the point of keeping it? I couldn't even fit it. If I wanted to wear it or something, I just have it to have. So what would be the point in that?
I got a jersey that says I got T-shirts, practice T-shirts. I got 4 of them from college. One says A4, one says 58, 58, and 58. I keep the A4 specific. 58 was my jersey number, but I keep the A4 to remind me that I went from a person who couldn't get a jersey number to a person who finally did get one.
Some motivation.
Motivation. So I got to keep that because it brings me
It's
back.
indisposable. It gives you it. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
Got to.
For all you indisposable niggas out there,
Hey.
you know,
Hey.
keep fighting the fight. Keep fighting the fight with me. You know, we out here. We out here strong. For all you disposable niggas, keep your head on the swivel, bro. Because
Hey.
these niggas like Lace out here.
Hey,
You know,
I'll take your spot. I'll take your spot.
They feel it quick. Keep your head
I'll
on the
take
swivel,
your
bro.
spot.
Keep your head on the swivel.
We totally went a complete different
We
direction.
did.
That's how I usually go
That's
with
how
us,
it
though.
go.
It's
That's how
fine,
it
though.
go.
That's usually how it goes.
That's how it
And
go.
I love that.
That was a good conversation, though.
That was a good conversation.
And I would have been on his side, but we have to argue.
But I'm just saying that's what it is. I
Different-
mean,
we have-
but
I have to
I think the
abide opposing
but
views.
Before we close out this episode, I think the difference is we can agree that everything, person, place, or thing is disposable, but you can have an indisposable framework, a mentality that you approach the situation, person, place, or thing. So that's where we can agree.
Well, quick aside.
Because I know if you rocking over here, you ain't gonna never be the same.
I'm telling you. That's what I'm trying to tell
same.
you. I'm indisposable.
But again, you may not be with, but the experience was had.
There's people still crying that they lost me.
Troy.
I'm telling you that right now.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you right now. People is crying. They in the DMs talking about.
I ain't on that.
Hey,
Yeah,
You lost me.
you lost me there.
You lost me there.
For the record, you lost
me.
I haven't had a good DM. Probably since about 2010.
He tried, bro. He was this close. He tried it. You lost me.
I haven't had a good one since then. Do you not know? When we got married, women were DMing my wife, talking about some. It was like 2 or 3 years after we got married. Talk about some. I didn't like you because you took Troy away from me. But I see how beautiful y'all's relationship is now, and I just want to say I'm sorry.
Where do you find these people? at?
Right, like what kind of?
What type of? I'm not gonna cuss, but where do you find these people at, Troy?
First of all, I didn't tell these women to message my
I didn't
wife.
say that you did.
I
I'm just
totally
asking
cut
where you
these
find
women
these type
off.
of people at who would do something like that.
I don't know. They was just
And
friends.
what was the goal? What were they trying to?
I think what it was, we were all in a friend group. My friend group back in the day was crazy, just like my friend group is now. It's crazy. It's different dynamics, a whole bunch of people, all the type of stuff. And people were hoping that they can get the indisposable to be a part of their lives, and unfortunately, they weren't chosen.
Yeah. But hope don't get what you want to obtain. You gotta
Whoa,
put in
whoa,
some
whoa!
work.
Say that again.
Hope doesn't
Say it
get
into
what
the mic.
hope doesn't get what you want to obtain. You gotta put in some work.
You gotta put in some work.
Yeah, you can sell hope.
That's what I be
But
doing.
just
because
because you put in the work, though, don't mean you're gonna get the outcome.
Right,
is
but at
big
least
true.
but at least you put it out there
yeah.
or you tried. What I'm
Right.
saying is I could hope that I win $1 million tonight.
If you ain't about no
But I
lottery
gotta
ticket,
play the game to
That's
I feel
true.
you.
That's true.
What was the end goal of that? Like, what was the hope for saying, I used to not like you, but now I see what you got going
Right,
on?
like, what is that
What was
about?
that about?
I think it was more of a clearing of the conscience.
well clear your mother conscience somewhere else. Like what is
Exactly. What is
doing
that? Why are
for?
you doing that?
That
I'm
shit
trying
is-
to. I tried to open up to try to hear what was going on. I just. What is the point of that?
I think it was a clearing of the conscience, a moment of clarity, a time of conviction to say, and a recognition of some feelings that were harbored that weren't necessarily meant to be had. And they were a recognition that I was wrong for harboring these feelings.
But again, that is something you can do in your own space.
Yeah, you don't gotta do that
You
with
don't have
me.
to put that into the atmosphere.
Real quick, a quick aside. How many people are quietly hating on us right now?
I don't care.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
don't even think about
give
that.
time or think about that.
True. Okay. All right. Niggas, whatever. But I'm just trying to, all right, whatever, on that.
Are you
but
talking,
I'm just saying.
when you say people hating on you, what? Put it in perspective.
There are people that are quietly hating on, and I don't want to go down this lane as far as like, to all my haters. I'm not trying to talk to all my
Yeah,
haters.
we don't do that
I'm
anyway.
trying to say that there are people that are literally quietly harboring feelings against you because whatever is going on in your life, whether maybe it was a traumatic instance that had between y'all, whatever the case may be, and they have not gotten over it. And they are quietly hate watching everything that you're doing on social media in your life and things of that nature. That's crazy to think that that's actually a thing. I actually walk around and maybe this is me living in the clouds, but it's like, yo, I really believe that I'm in good relationship with everybody that I know. But in actuality, that's not may not
Oh
be
yeah,
true.
no, it can be true. Can be true.
I'm not trying to make myself seem so arrogant and cocky that I don't worry about haters. It's just that I already have too much stuff in life to fill
Boom.
my
There you
mind
go.
with.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah, I don't
who's
think
hating
about
on
that
me
kind
or
of
not
thing.
liking
Yeah.
me doesn't
It
enter
don't
my
move me.
brain because I have so much other stuff going on, and I already kind of took care of that though. You leave your social media open because you feel like you have nothing to hide.
Mm-hmm.
I leave my social media open because the Lord told me that He'd make a table for me in the presence of my enemies. So I leave my social media open. I leave my page open
That's a
so
bar.
everybody who thought I was disposable can see how indisposable my ass really is, and they can see how, you feel me? So that's why I leave my page open. My page ain't never gonna be private. I don't care about haters. I don't care who see it. I want you to see it.
Mm-hmm.
See how I'm living. See me up. See whatever. Because when I was down, you was talking. When I was down and y'all was giggling. I was down in
But you
public.
have
I'm gonna be
motive
up
for
in
that.
public.
Yeah,
nigga.
you
You
have
know what I'm
motive for
saying?
that.
So it's
That's a
like
bar.
I ain't gonna make it private. Why I'm gonna make it private? I want you to see what I got going on.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look. If you want to waste your time chasing after me and looking at what I got
Hey.
going on, that's on you.
That's
Say,
a bar.
take a look.
You know
It's
what
in
I'm
a
saying?
book. Reading Rainbow, motherfucker.
That's not.
Take a look. It's in
That's
the
real.
book.
That's real.
Take
Like
a look. It's in a book.
that's real.
It might be the title of the episode.
That's real.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's another conversation for another day. I just never understood private profiles anyway. Like, I just never understood why
Sure.
people made their profile private. To get on a social network and make your page private.
Sure.
To me, that just didn't make sense. If you want to
Sure.
be that private, don't get on the platform. Like,
Sure.
don't make a page. So it's like either that or just don't put nothing that you don't want nobody to look at.
Mm-hmm.
So make you.
Mm-hmm.
So you got two options. To
That's
me,
true.
anyway. So that's why I don't make it private.
Yeah.
Not that I'm arrogant or whatever about haters or not. That's just my reason.
I
Sure.
feel that.
Since we're talking about social networks and stuff like that, I know we did an episode where we were talking about the top 5 things that men should do. And this is one of the things that men should not do. they should not be taking 20 and 11 selfie pictures and putting them on their own profile. We over this, okay? We know how to deal with social media. Just take one, post it, and be all right.
Keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing. Take one with your mama. Take one with your significant other. Hold your baby. Taking a picture at an event, but I should not be seeing you taking a picture as you get in your car, going to work, you at your desk at work, in a meeting.
Well, you told them to get a job and keep it. So
Get a
they
job
just
and keep-
show
they
that
got to
they
show that
keep
they
it.
at work. They got to
just
show that they at work.
keeping it. See what I'm talking about? You
They
can't
got to show
leave.
that they at work. My advice to the fellas, as far as social media is concerned, I don't really care about your selfies, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna like it. I don't like men's selfies. I think.
Why not though? Why can't you show that? Hey,
I mean,
I see you, brother.
what
You out
if
here.
you
You out here
if you
moving.
taking a selfie, all I can see is your face.
Talk about the facial selfies. The
Oh,
facial
see,
selfies.
okay. Yeah.
So I'm like,
old,
well,
so.
I'm not gonna double heart that or whatever. But
I don't see why not.
I'm not gonna double heart that. But this could apply to men and women, but speaking specifically to the men, since that's where you took it. I don't think people realize how much social media can be your representative.
Yes.
People will
yeah.
gather an opinion or a thought about you before they've even had a chance to meet or interact
Right.
with you because of how your social media looks.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say to just be mindful of your social media. That's pretty much like your virtual resume.
Mm-hmm.
People don't know you, don't know nothing about you, but they look at your page and they can create an opinion about who they think you are, what you have going on, etc.
Correct.
And they do that, or the reason why they can do that mainly is because everything that you post is what you're choosing to display.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm choosing to make this reel, choosing to make the story, choosing to make this post, this is what I'm promoting that I want to put out there. This is what I want you to know about me. So, be mindful of how you represent yourself on your social network, on your social platforms, whatever, because, I don't know if y'all noticed or not, most of these niggas are getting caught with RICOs because they post on their social media. You know what I'm saying? Or any other stuff, That's me. Take your selfies, do whatever you want to do with your selfies. Start an OnlyFans account, whatever, but just...
Why are we encouraging
mindful
people to
about
do
what you wanna go on.
OnlyFans? Let's
Why
stop
not?
doing that.
they going to do whatever they want to do
Why
anyway.
not?
Well, I want to say this too. Talking about social media, we go all over the place today. I've had to repent as far as like with social media because I used to get mad at people because they don't be posting. But I realized
You was mad that other people won't
Who
post it?
has
was
to
mad.
repent for something?
I want to
Hey,
know
yo.
what's going on. I'm nosy.
Why are you so nosy,
I'm
bro?
nosy because I want to nose.
What do you want to know, though?
I don't know.
What's the goal?
I suffer from FOMO. Fear of missing out.
What do you feel like you're missing out on by knowing what someone else is doing, though?
First of all,
Missing out on their life.
I feel attacked. Okay.
You brought it up.
Second of all, I ain't have a father.
Oh my God.
Let me put that on out there. I didn't have a father. Okay. And the fear of missing out is, I don't know, I just want to be a part of people's lives. As much as I want people to be a part of mine, but I can't expect that same energy.
Thank you.
And
God.
Melvin actually put me on the game about that. And when he was realizing about himself a long time ago, I can't always expect myself out of other people.
Right.
And
Nor should you.
nor should I. And I can't. And this is part of my repentance. My repentance because of that is because instead of trying to figure out who people are online, pick up the phone,
Exactly.
send a text message. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling myself out. You ain't gotta look at me like that. Send a text message, call. You know what I'm saying? Check in with somebody, see how they doing. Because more than likely they want that more intimate way of communication.
That is
And
a
so,
fact, Troy.
yeah.
You just got
Wisest thing you said in weeks.
I've said a lot of wise things today.
You said a lot of things.
Yeah. I don't know if I would quantify them as wise, but only thing I know is that you took us out and you brought us back.
Y'all some haters, bro. Y'all
And
some
we talked about a lot today. But
Yeah.
the moral of the story is keep your head on the swivel.
Keep your head on the swivel because you are disposable.
You are disposable, even if you are indisposable.
You are disposable
to
even if
somebody.
you are indisposable. That's right.
Hey. And as always, this has been the Manly D's podcast. Until next time, we out, man.